Hello, everyone. We are the Metal Crafters, and we are bringing you this deck tech on what we've been calling the UrzaDox deck. I am Urchin, that's Ha Yeah No on Twitter.
And I am Devin, Arbitrary Armor on Twitter.
And what we've got for you today is a deck that recently some lists have been popping up. We've been working with different versions of the deck since before GP Vegas. We both played it in Vegas, but with the somewhat hostile Hogak meta, neither of us did terribly well. But we've been continuing to work with it and with some reinvigoration of ideas from that, the lists that have been floating around recently. We have come up with this version, and just yesterday, Devin played in an MCQ in Linwood. And how did you do?
I ended up making top 8 and lost in the quarters to Amulet Titan, so a pretty good run. Decent showing for the deck.
Yeah, so what I think really put it over the edge yesterday was a last minute addition of one copy of Grinding Station to the deck, which is something that we want to talk a lot about because I think this card really changes how well this deck functions. But first, to give you an overall idea of how the deck works, if you haven't seen it, the deck is based around Urza, Lord High Artificer, which turns all of your artifacts into Mox Opals, and the card Paradoxical Outcome. Paradoxical Outcome is an instant that lets you return any number of non-token permanents to your hand and draw that many cards. So you have all these little artifacts. You want to play out all your zeros. You want to bounce them back to your hand with Outcome. You can float mana with them off of Urza and just keep doing that to draw through your deck. This gets even more intense when you include token makers like Psy Master Thopterist and Saheeli, making each of those artifacts that you replay generate tokens, which they themselves tap for mana. Grinding Station gets an untap trigger anytime an artifact enters play, which you're going to recast your zeros, you're going to make tokens, and that Grinding Station doesn't have to grind, but it can also tap for mana off Urza, generating even more piles of mana, letting you activate Urza's Mind's Desire ability, and just generally go through your entire deck until you can grind your opponent out or just make a ton of power. Devin, why don't you take us through card by card and give a brief overview of how the deck is built?
Yeah, so the first thing worth noting is that there's 17 zero drops. There isn't any really reason to have this exact number, but it's just a pretty good baseline. The ones that are 4-ofs, Engineered Explosives, Mox Opal, and Mishra's Bauble, they're all the ones that are the most useful generally. Obviously, Opal's great. Mishra's Bauble cycles, which is always decent. And Explosives is just a good removal spell when it doesn't really hit much of the stuff that you care about in your own deck. Beyond that, we have 2 Everflowing Chalice for extra mana. Mox Amber, again, extra mana. Welding Jar, just in case you want to regenerate something like a Construct token. And also Tormod's Crypt, just in case you're up against any random graveyard decks. We also include 4 Astrolabe and 4 Serum Visions. Just some extra card draw. Astrolabe is very good in this deck also because you get to double dip with Outcome. We also have a few 1-ups for Disruption. Pirate Spellbomb, good at removing small threats, good at clearing off Planeswalkers with low loyalty. Aether Spellbomb can bounce larger threats and can also rescue your own creatures from removal. And Pithing Needle, good at shutting down cards. Also especially nice in this deck because you can leave it in play, shut down a card, and then later, when you're going off, you can bounce it and draw an extra card. A couple of Ichor Wellsprings in there for much the same reason as Astrolabe, just extra card draw. Grinding Station does double duty, combos with Urza, and it also is a win con. We have 3 token makers. You really do want to have diversity of your token makers because of cards like Plague Engineer. Sai is really good because he lets you draw cards. Saheeli lets you copy things and also triggers off of Serum Visions. And beyond that, we have 4 Urza and 4 Paradoxical Outcome. These are the powerhouses of the deck. Generally speaking, if your 7-card hand doesn't have one of these, you want a mulligan. Beyond that, in the sideboard, we still have a bunch of removal spells. Fatal Push is nice and efficient. Collective Brutality is nice and flexible. Also very powerful against decks like Burn, which are a pretty bad matchup for this deck. And also because of Burn, we have Battle at the Bridge. In order to just gain tons of life, kill a creature, maybe an Eidolon of the Great Revel. We have an extra Cage and a Pithing Needle. Just additional hate cards. It's good to have 1-drops that sit in play and give you value. We have a couple counter spells, a couple Disdainful Strokes for decks like Amulet Titan, Scape Shift, things like that. Force Negation, anti-combo card. You do draw a lot of cards, so you're not really upset by the 2-for-1 if you're just going to outcome and draw 5 more. And lastly, Unmoored Ego, just to remove a combo piece from an opposing deck. This deck is pretty weak to super fast decks, so you really do want some way to disrupt them.
And yeah, that's an overview of the UrzaDox deck as we've been working on it and the version we're on currently. We've got a match to show you that we played in a league earlier. This match was pretty fun, so we're really excited to show it to you. So here we go. Let's get to some gameplay. But here we are. Let's go ahead and win this one.
If you
I
insist.
love it. That's a good start. That's how we win this.
If you insist.
Thank you. Ooh.
The mirror.
Is this Urza? It's not a mirror. It's a much cooler Urza deck.
Oh, what the
Okay.
fuck?
Blink. Oh man, could it be Blink?
No, it's...
Oh, it's Escape Shift. Interesting. So this is losable. We don't have a ton of meaningful interaction game one. We just have to get there, but we are setting up for a turn 3 Urza, which is a good way to get there.
Oh, speaking of good cards.
Speaking of ways to win this game.
Top.
Why not?
Yeah, because like explosives...
Yeah, just ramp out, because we topped a 1 and a 2.
Storm count 5?
So just, yeah, being mana efficient here is worthwhile. We have all the lands we need. So next turn we can Astrally Wellspring. It's great. Easy game, easy life. They're gonna play some Rampant Growth. We're gonna play an Urza. What?
Spring the Light. Maybe. I don't actually know.
I don't know why. Did Brink?
Holy shit! Okay, we're up against the brew. We don't know where
It's gonna be great. It could be. It still could be Blink. It's not Blink. What's going on?
Remember the part where I just ran out this explosives on 0?
It's okay. We're gonna just do the thing.
Also, in hindsight...
Just do the thing where you minds desire into outcome. Just do it.
Also, in hindsight, they would never play Prismatic Vista in their deck.
You're right. What are we doing?
Do we kill this Birds of Paradise?
Are you that afraid of a Birds of Paradise? Actually, we don't know what they're doing. I think that's sensible to do. That Ichor Wellspring, though?
We can just play it
We
next
can play it
turn.
next. Alright. Let's do it.
Bolt the bird. Or bomb the bird in this case.
What are they doing? Are they like Niv Mizzet?
No.
Five
No,
color
actually...
Niv Mizzet?
Oh, yeah, they
Five
are...
color Niv Mizzet?
Duh, they are Niv Mizzet. Okay.
So actually taking out the bird was quite good there.
I'm so smart.
We're afraid of whatever you're doing.
And I'm looping back around to playing EE on 0 on turn 1 was great. Man, this deck is such a mood swing. Here comes Renin 6.
No.
We don't care about Renin 6 in the slightest. Unfortunately, sometimes this deck...
I've lost to this.
Sometimes this deck main decks More Ego.
I won't lie, I've lost to this deck.
I mean, this deck's actually pretty good, because, like, they also just play a ton of interaction.
Yeah, they do.
Mm.
Sucks.
Do they remand?
I don't think so. No, they're all like double color spells.
Oh, yeah.
They might have a veto, but that's not gonna do with Urza.
Oh, no, not in my house.
Alright.
What artifact do we tap?
We tap Construct. We're not swinging with this turn. We're not blocking with it with anything meaningful. We are, in a race here.
So...
But we're in a shitty race.
Well,
we're gonna lose.
okay, let's slow down. We're not really in a race. The other thing worth considering is, do we play the second Urza? This deck does have Bring to Light and Supreme Verdict, so I don't really like playing...
I don't like playing second Urza.
Yeah, so I think we just run out the Wellspring.
Yeah. I would like to hit not that.
This is fine. We've presented him with something he has to deal with.
He has to answer this. Any land, he gets to play Niv Mizzet and have everything he wants, which is a little bit unfortunate.
No, we're fine if he just lives here.
He's gonna Niv.
Also, fun fact, this card's like $30 now.
Alright.
So yeah, it looks like a Niv. Or maybe it's a Bring to Light.
It's a Niv Mizzet.
It could be a Bring to Light.
It's
Niv
true.
Mizzet.
I don't know. Alright. What are you doing? What?
I imagine they're just thinking about what they're doing.
Unholy heck. What are we bringing?
Niv Mizzet
Niv
Reborn.
Mizzet. This is happening. What do they get?
They got a K command and a trophy. That's it. That sucks for them.
I mean,
Like, obviously these
it
cards
does technically clean up our board. Let's remember to keep a card in hand for K command. Yikes.
Yikes.
How are you? Strategy tips. Do that.
Strategy tips. Like, if you want to win, call me up. I give out tips. I really have really good prices.
You're a nightmare. Boom. Alright, opponent, you think you can draw cards.
Watch me draw 10.
Let's see who else can draw cards. Oh, we're gonna do it! Nice trophy. Oh, if only you had a token maker. Let's draw one. We are definitely gonna swing with a very large boy before the end of this turn. And we could probably just get to an 18-18. Oh my god, yes! We will have an 18-18. Let's not even bother clicking to mill. Well, yeah, we should. We should, like, force him to lose his Nimbus and then click to mill. Unless we can find Saheeli, and then I want to make sure the Bobble's not... Oh, we'll just swing with the Grinding Station.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, if we can find Saheeli, we can make the Grinding Station into another lethal construct and murder his face off.
We just play the Grinding Station, though.
Oh, yeah, right. So if we do want to just kill on the ground and avoid...
It doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter, but it's a lot of clicking to grind him out.
To grind him out.
Alright, let's go absolutely insane. I might want to see our visions first, but... Blue manas. Blue manas. Alright, let's cantrip. Bottom, bottom. See?
It doesn't matter, yeah.
No, it doesn't, but like... The odds of it mattering extremely
Actually,
low.
let's start digging for information. If you wanted to play this game, opponent, we're gonna play this game. Oh, damn it! He's on to us.
Ha! He just assumes we can do it, which is reasonable. We can.
He doesn't want to show us his deck.
Because he's got a jillion one-ups. Are we? What are we egoing here? We're just the ego nip, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Stroke.
Unfortunately,
I like stroke. Counters bring to light. Counters Niv.
Those are the only two things. I guess those are kind of important.
Yeah. And we just cuts him off his giant value package. I don't know that we bring force here. I will hear arguments to the contrary.
So, like, Bring to Light's kind of really good because it lets him get shit like Fracturing Gust. That's a card they play in the sideboard.
Okay.
Also, the card Fracturing Gust.
Ew.
So then we'll consider
what are we
this.
needling?
I don't know.
Take the needles out of the deck.
Red and 6. I don't fucking know.
I thought we literally just said we don't care.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing. I don't know.
But like we're already trying to board in 6 cards.
So we don't need all the explosives.
I think we don't need the other needle either.
We don't need the pyrite.
We did just kill a bird, and to great effect.
Do we?
We don't want ether. Like that's a removal rescue, not a tempo. Like the ether doesn't do anything else. I think we board out the first needle.
Yeah, we don't need either.
Where are we at?
One more
cut.
Everflowing Jaws.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I think I like Mox Amber more here.
I like having
because I don't think we need the 1/1 as much, and usually I think the call for me between Mox Amber and Everflowing Chalice is whether it's more important to play a 4-drop on turn 3 or whether it's more important to get a 1/1 straight off your token maker. And I think in this matchup, it's more important to cast a 4-drop on turn 3, but it's close.
Like, I think that the token maker, well, I mean...
And that's my logic, because usually, like, low to the ground aggro creature decks, I want the Mox better, the Mox more, because it's more likely to generate a blocker, like, immediately after playing a Sire or Saheeli. In this matchup, it doesn't matter as much.
Keep.
Oh, yes, it's a keep. It's an awkward keep, but it's a keep. This is the thing that the deck can get into post-board, and it's why you have to be careful how many colored spells you board in and make sure to shave coverless spells. Like, I'm not sure. I might start boarding out 2 Serum Visions sometimes, which feels really bad.
But it's like Serum Visions finds you artifacts, so I think it's fine.
It does. That's true. It's just rough. Alright, hello the bird. Those outcomes look pretty mobile right now.
So I'm going to fetch for an island here.
Yeah.
Just because we don't want to, like, mess up our scry.
That is very true. This is a little bit of a problem. I'm about bottoming both of those cards.
Well, we want the land.
Okay. But I'm not interested in
Like,
Sai right now.
But I mean, this is going to be a very slow game, I think.
Yeah. Hopefully for both of us.
I mean, his deck doesn't do anything quickly.
This seems just fine.
Yeah, like we're just gonna play the waiting game and eventually outcome, ideally.
Yeah, and we have an incredibly reactive hand.
Yeah, we have answers to 2 cards.
Our Urza and our outcomes are not really good right now.
Blue, green, white.
Playing Urza even... do we want to...
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
let's get that out of there.
What are we exiling?
I think we're exiling one of the outcomes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Or Teferi is very annoying for this deck.
Especially when the rest of your hand is counterspells. I mean, like, our only other meaningful card right now is Disdainful Stroke. Casting Urza and making a 2/2 sucks.
Safe Rate Quest? Oh, another bird. Sure. EE, one time. Even though we boarded one out. So if we draw a different 0-drop, then we'll wish it was EE.
Yes.
Yikes.
Sometimes this happens. We have a Disdainful Stroke to counter Bring to Light or Niv Mizzet. He's probably got a bunch of interactive spells.
Red, white, green, blue, black.
Yes. Please. Let's see that heavy investment. Give me all 5 colors, baby. Niv Mizzet, Reborn. Get out of here.
Who's the control deck now?
Ha! Oh god, our hand's shit. Oh, our hand's such shit.
Wow, that was oh god.
Where's that play skill?
I don't know, man. We might be going to game 3.
Yeah.
He's played 2 cards.
Here we go again, baby. Oh no, okay. Oh no, he accidentally didn't rainbows. Yeah.
No!
Here we go again. Crap.
Okay, the second Niv Mizzet. Bring to Light 4.
Niv Mizzet.
On where do you go? To which we will concede, maybe. Definitely, maybe. Oh, he's
he's getting Niv Mizzet, which is honestly problematic enough.
No, it's not. He's not going to get anything off of it. He's only going to get like 5 cards.
Oh god.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Show me the line.
Just land. Fuck you.
Thopter's block. I'm not about getting a second thought. I'm not against getting a second Thopter there.
I should have considered it.
Yeah.
But that was then and this is now. He's just going to bring the light again. And then we're just going to die to whatever you bring the lights for.
Crap. Well, this didn't go that well. So, speaking of those awkward hands post-board that have too many colored spells, obviously your plan is to draw artifacts. The plan didn't come together.
Oh, Domri's call too. Interesting.
He's got to call up another Niv Mizzet.
I mean, the reason why I guess the D-strokes are kind of unnecessary.
I don't know. They seemed really good there.
It's not actually that good, though, because we're not interested in playing like a super long game where you're going to bounce the side.
I think, but it can, if he's leaning, like if he didn't have a Bring to Light to follow the Niv Mizzet, like if you just can clip him, I think D-Shark
I guess countering
really good here. You counter his like major haymakers, and he has several copies of them.
We don't care that much about the Niv because you can usually just kill him after the Niv unless he has Force of Negation in his deck, which I played against a list that did. No, I mean I played against a list that does.
All right. I still like Disdainful Stroke in this matchup.
I kind of don't think we need it.
Uh,
I mean, I'm taking it out, especially in the face of Teferi. That was a card I forgot about.
Okay. That's an argument. Like, I'm still a little bit... Oh, my God.
Nice.
So punished. What did we do? So what are we on here? We're trying to Serum Visions into an artifact.
Let's see what he does.
Yeah. Kill Teferi, please. Block. Visions. May want to float a mana.
I can only do that after this token result.
Okay.
Keep this one.
Serums and Visions. Oh my god.
So yeah, worth noting.
It's a hard life.
Counterspells are pretty bad against a fairy.
Yeah.
This may come as a shock. Now he gets to instant speed burn delight. That's pretty rough. I guess technically.
Upsetting.
I mean, okay, so we're almost certainly dead. Oh, he only gets to do one spell, thankfully. Like, he can't bring delight and is it charm?
Yeah.
But he also has 7 cards. God, so many.
Yep.
So yeah, this had we not drawn, if we just didn't board in the counterspells, we probably would have won this game.
Yeah.
So worth noting that overboarding is a real thing. Usually you only want the counterspell type cards for cards that you just can't beat. Not cards like, you don't want to like slow them down, you just want to like stop them from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we want to keep Force for Teferi?
We keep Enforce because I'm still not convinced he doesn't have Unmoored Yugo.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Are you gonna kill Adopter Token? I actually really don't want you to do that.
Yes, he is gonna kill a Thopter token.
What a bitch. Is he gonna kill 2 Thopter tokens? He's gonna like, is it charming?
Nope. It's a 6/6. We are so dead.
Yep, no, because if he has nothing, we're still dead.
We're so dead.
I mean, because like we knew that was on top.
Yeah.
See what he does. Because actually we can still win. We have an Urza.
We do at that.
This looks like him doing something though.
Yeah.
Is he gonna charm my Everflowing Chalice? Fuck you.
Is he wrong?
Oh,
He's gonna veto it.
Oh man.
Damn it.
No Everflowing Chalice allowed, but you know what? We're still gonna
We gotta tell him what's what.
We're still gonna try to. This doesn't even get us anywhere.
Nope. We got nowhere to go.
Yeah, no, I don't even know what we're playing.
No. Alright. Alright, let's pull the Disdainful Strokes out. My B. What do we want instead?
Artifacts.
Yes. I still didn't. We can needle. To.
No, we don't care.
No. Wow, all of these not great. Wait. Cage. How does Bring to Light work?
Exiles.
Okay.
Wait, no, does it?
Wait, let's look up Bring to Light.
Shit.
I'm gonna look. Exile. Crap. Well,
that's true. Actually, yeah, because they usually do that. They don't want you casting cards on hidden zones.
Grafdigger's Cage does.
Keeper's
Okay, we actually have 2 artifacts. That's much better. We can accelerate on turn 2. His hand actually does things. We have a card to pitch to Force if we need to. This is significantly better.
Please don't play Teferi. He mulls to 5. Good news.
We can Force Teferi. Alright. Trying to decide what to bottom. Entering the bottoming phase.
They're deciding if they want to keep.
Alright. Bird. Astrolabe.
None of the above.
For tomorrow. Okay. Fair chalice. Just regular stuff.
Hopefully we draw 0.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That's
Good.
not bad. What are we taking?
Niv.
Alright. Get out. Yes.
So he has
He's
two.
two bring delights in hand.
I was thinking about naming Bring to Light actually.
I think this is still better because it stops the.
Oh, we get to see his deck.
Yeah, we need to look.
So he
We
does have
need to
Onward
look.
Ego.
Okay, we need to be a little
And
careful.
he does have Fracturing Gust. And he has an
And
Ash.
2 Supreme Verdicts. An Ashiok.
He has Pillar.
It's Pillar, bring to light. He's not going to be bringing to light soon, but...
He gets 2 next turn.
Yeah. And if we're not making otherwise impactful plays, it's worth holding up the force if we can, which we're in a little weird spot for it. But
if we draw blue source.
Yeah, if we draw blue source, we hold up the force
I think
card.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, we hold it up, we try to force their bring to light, and then...
He's a Cass. Spicy.
I
should just save this. So he has...
Yeah. That's good. I think we could just hold up... Yeah, we play the opal, hold up force. If he doesn't...
Yeah, we're just going to try
bring to
to.
light for some reason.
Divination. Yeah, he's going to bring to light.
Yeah, he is. We can counter whatever he gets.
Not if he gets a creature. Actually,
that's
that's a good point. We should cast it, right?
You cast it from exile. Let me look again. Bring to light. Exile that card, then shuffle your library. You may cast the card without paying its mana cost. So we can counter whatever he gets as long as it's non-creature. I don't know that he has creatures he wants to get
cast,
here.
But
he has cast. That seems... He's what? Search for Tomorrow? Like, he's going to cast for what?
Well, bring to light.
Okay. So do we want
But, we don't even care that much about that because he could have done that anyways.
Okay, so do we want to force this bring to light?
It's already resolved.
Okay.
I'm just going to force whatever he gets.
Okay.
Unmoored Ego.
Seems great.
The logic being that we just get to, remove it.
Yeah, no, I understand the logic. I was just going through your, idea of casting, what he could get that isn't non-creature.
Yeah, the only card is cast, I think.
Okay, so...
Good.
Yeah, this is much, much better. He has another bring to light in hand. I think we just outcome here right now.
Absolutely.
Draw a pile of cards.
By a pile, we mean 3.
Draw some cards. Urza would be a reasonable pickup if we could cast him.
Also worth noting. I thought
if he's gonna bring to light for Unmoored Ego next turn.
That's fine. Why does he have 2 Unmoored Egos? That's so many. Yes!
We can't hold it up without pitching something to it, but I think...
We're gonna crack baubles, try to hit something.
Okay.
Oh, he's another bring to light. Oh, God.
No, yeah, we knew that. Oh, no, he has the third one?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
I mean, this is fine.
This
is still fine.
We can figure out if we have a blue...
It's also a bit aggressive to get rid of our things, but I just want to maximize the odds.
So then we're pitching outcomes since we've gone so far down on artifacts.
We'll see. Depends on what we draw.
Yeah.
Just give us a Serum Visions.
Please.
Right now.
That's not horrible.
So because we have the grinding station,
we get a lot of mana.
We can pitch the outcome.
Yeah. Because that lets us Mind's Desire a bunch. Alright.
So we know so of the cards in his hand we just know about one bring to light.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
2 bring to lights.
Well, assuming he's casting one here.
Yeah. Have we already let this resolve?
Yes. Okay. I mean, yeah, you'll wait to let it resolve.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna ego again.
Hopefully. What are we getting?
His deck looks really hard to play also.
Yeah, no kidding. Cass. He did get Cass.
That's fine.
Well, yeah, that gives us a turn to just
actually, that's way better for us. Actually, now we just win. Holy shit.
Get to win. All right. All right. Let's be careful and win the game.
I'm gonna be reckless and win the game.
If you throw this one away, I swear.
You swear on your mom?
I swear on yours.
Woo! So I'm sequencing this way so I can get the maximum untaps with grinding station. Oh, don't tell me it's like auto. Or turn off auto yields. Okay. Yes. Opponent's had enough.
All right. So that was a 4-1.
Yeah, it was a 4-1. Could have
Could
been a
have been a
5-0.
5-0.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep doing that.
But like, I think we would have had a very difficult match even if
no
we...
excuses. No excuses. We had it. No excuses.
What do you mean we had it?
We had
Please.
it. We totally had
Please.
it. All right. So
So yeah, deck sweep.
you can totally 5-0 with it.
Oh.
It's really hard to play. So it's also really easy not to 5-0 with it. But it's super fun to learn.
Yeah, it's super fun to learn. A lot of sequencing, a lot of long-term planning, because a lot of times you have to decide between like cracking your baubles or your EEs or your spell bombs versus saving them for something like outcome. Also, I just removed that.
Yeah. Also for there's a lot of the time that you want to figure out whether to be mana efficient running out your artifacts before your token makers or running them out after.
Yeah.
You have a lot of choices for other colors. You could totally add white.
Yeah, like you could feasibly play any number of colors. Admittedly, the mana base does get a little bit shakier once you like.
Yeah, you would move to 4 Vista. You would probably, if you want to run a third color, I think you would move to 4 Vista and add, take out an island for 1 fetch of the third color, change another island for the basic.
Yeah, it's like if you just look at the traditional UrzaDox, like we have exactly the same fixing, so you could really just copy them.
I don't like duels, but you could experiment.
Yeah, like it doesn't really matter. Like point being is that they have 18 lands plus 8 rainbow fixers. We do too. You could copy them if you wanted to. So yeah.
Yeah, the deck's sweet.
Deck's sweet. But anyway, so that's the deck. I'm excited to see how it goes forward, how it does going forward, and yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for hanging out.